WrestleMania 32 matches so far.
Well, let's talk about that.
Let's do.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Welcome to part 3. Let's talk about that. When you talk about WrestleMania 32, it's only like a few weeks away.
Only a few weeks?
40-something days.
It's insane.
And matches that already have been signed, sealed, and delivered are the WWE Title match, Hunter versus Roman Reigns.
Last week we got the announcement of the Hell in a Cell with Shane McMahon taking on The Undertaker. If Shane wins, he wins control of Raw.
That's going to be pretty good.
It will be pretty good.
And a no-holds-barred street fight as Dean Ambrose takes on Brock Lesnar. Plus the Battle Royal, Andre John Battle Royal. We know that's already in there because they love Andre. But some of the other
isn't
matches...
that odd, though? Isn't that odd? The man steals. He steals an ambulance. Why didn't the police chase him? They should have had a police car chasing him down.
That's true.
He stole an ambulance. Where are the drivers at?
I don't know.
He killed them?
No, he probably just took the ambulance. You know, they leave them out there with the keys in them all the time. They need to get a better door for the arena to open up quicker, too. That's a slow-ass door. Oh, my Lord, I should have it open already.
Oh, they were watching as they were leaving out?
No, when they were coming into when he's coming back into the arena.
Oh, Lord.
Heard him honking the horn, and they opened up the door.
They should have had the thing already open then.
Slow. But yes, some of these other matches. The way we're looking, like you talk about, New Day.
New Day.
League of Nations.
Legion of Nations. Legion. Yes. I like it.
I mean, it works. I mean...
It gives something for them to do. I mean, it's group matches here, just like... Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't League of Nations, it'd probably be Social Outcasts taking on New Day.
But you may throw... I mean, Jericho and them maybe thrown... Jericho and AJ may be thrown into that, or they could break up before then. Or,
I don't think they'll stay together very long.
And we got Charlotte. We know she's defending the title against Sasha or Becky. That'll be answered this Monday. Against who it's going to be. So...
Or going to be all three together.
Be all three, yeah.
Which I would like that.
The Dudleys and Usos been having back and forth. I think they should be added to the card. I mean, they haven't really talked about it, but that's one undercard match you could add.
This is true.
And Kalisto. Now, does Kalisto defend in a major match? Does Kalisto defend against one person? I mean...
do we get a ladder match anywhere for a title?
We might not get a ladder match at all. And somebody that showed the card was talking about it. Dudleys and Usos wasn't even on the card.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. You got 4 hours, people. Shut up and wrestle. How about that?
Right. Especially for Dudleys. I mean, you just brought them back. And
then there's talk of 2 Divas matches. Well, I didn't add another Divas match because there's no room.
Let's see, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'd be 9 matches right there.
Yeah.
That's usually more than they do.
Yeah.
Well, in the Battle Royal probably in the pre-show, so it's 8 matches on the card if you do Dudleys and Usos.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I mean,
it's going to be interesting. I mean, who's going to be left out?
We already know the 3. Those are the 3 main events.
Those 3 are guaranteed. They're signed.
Those are your main events.
They're done. Yes.
Your triple main event.
Yes. One will start the show. One will be in the middle of the show. And one will end the show. But which 3?
I would think the No Holds Barred should start the match.
Gotta get people rocking.
Oh yeah.
Unless we have a ladder match for the United States title, then I could see that starting.
Yes.
Or something with Kevin Owens and AJ, but they're not gonna hold title.
I would like it to be a Fatal 4-Way because, like you said, there's no room right now.
And they won't Dolph. Well, again, Dolph not having a singles match, but still.
In a Fatal 4-Way, he still gets.
He shines, yeah. And
they still have time to shine.
Yes.
Because you get Kevin Owens, Dolph, AJ, and Jericho. So you have the Kevin Owens Dolph feud going, and you also have the AJ and Jericho feud going, and you put them all in one match, and it's for championships. So you envelop the whole situation in one. And it'll work because you have time constraints here because they have to put out their sponsors and they have to talk a bunch.
Yeah, since Snickers is the main sponsor.
Snickers. Which is quite funny that they showed that Shane McMahon wrestled one year at a WrestleMania and it was the same year that Snickers was the sponsor. And now Snickers is sponsoring again.
And Shane is there. Wow.
Does Shane have a stock in Snickers?
Connection here.
I'm telling you, it's a little weird.
But yeah, I mean that gets them there. That adds them. There's a lot of people going to be missed out. I'm sorry, because
There always is a lot of people that miss out.
because you can't put the women in the battle royal, but you could put a women match on the pre-show because they're on there all day. Seems like because there's normally a 2-hour pre-show for WrestleMania and a 4-hour WrestleMania. You get 6 hours that day.
Yeah, but they do like one match of the pre-show and they talk for an hour and a half.
And they go over the whole card again.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah, I know.
To me, you could start the daggone pre-show with a match. You know what I'm saying? Do a women's match at the very beginning. I mean, even there's nobody in the crowd who gives a crap as they're walking in the building, you know? And while they're talking or whatever, like they had the match and then they go back to the people talking about each match and everything. And then at the very end, they do the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
So you start, you do 10-minute match or something for the women, and then you let them talk all the way until maybe like...
Because they did do 2 matches last year.
Did they?
They did the tag match. Because some of the tag team people were in the Battle Royal. Cesaro, Tyson Kidd,
That's
Usos,
true.
they were all in the Battle
Which I
Royal.
always thought that was stupid.
Yeah, you ain't got enough people pull up something for NXT, for God's sakes. Jeez.
Did you see, speaking of NXT, what could this mean for WrestleMania? That Enzo and Cass were at a live event, and the Wyatt family attacked them, and Big Show came out to help them, and it turned into a six-man tag, and Enzo and Big Cass and Big Show won.
Okay,
Sounds like Big Show maybe pass the torch to the next Big Cass. Get it? Big Cass, huh? Big Show, Big Cass, passing the torch. He said he still got 2 more years. Why?
I don't know.
Big Cass is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Yes, that's true.
So we don't need Big Show.
It's interesting. I mean, and the Wyatts aren't even on here.
Exactly.
Bray, I mean, if the Wyatts are in the Battle Royal, Bray should.
It's the biggest WrestleMania ever. It's supposed to be 100,000 people.
And I ain't there yet.
They are like 70,000. And here's the thing, though. It's in the biggest stadium. It's the biggest WrestleMania they're supposed to have. Let them have the more matches.
Let's look back to WrestleMania 3.
Exactly.
12 matches. 12 matches in only 3 hours.
Exactly.
You can't do 12 matches in 4 hours?
Exactly.
Don't come out to have a 50-minute talk with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hogan, Rock, everybody at the beginning.
Right.
Let's start rocking and rolling, people. Hello, welcome to WrestleMania. Let's go.
Exactly.
So, yeah, they waste too much time talking.
They really did. They really
Talk before the damn show. You got the pre-show to talk. You have Raw and SmackDown to talk. No time to build up the show at the show. We got the show.
We had the show. The show of shows.
So, I mean,
But yes, I totally agree with that. I think 12 matches for 4 hours is a good amount.
Yeah.
And you have plenty of time between Raw and SmackDown to build up to that.
Yes.
You know. And
There's a lot of people being left off. That's what I could think of.
Yes.
The way they usually go. Unless they have a big ladder match and Kalisto defends his title against Bray and you throw Stardust. Oh yeah, what about Stardust? Stardust and Stephen Mills.
Yep.
Does that go nowhere? Is that WWE standard now? We're gonna do something and then forget all about it?
Throw water in a man's face and he don't retaliate.
Yeah. So there's so many things. These next 5 weeks, I think it is. Yeah, about 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks.
I don't understand what they're gonna do.
So yeah, there's a lot of people that need to add that's being left out that should be.
You know, all your lower name people are gonna be in the Battle Royal.
Yes, all the social outcasts should be
in the Battle
Royal. Yes.
And I mean, even if they said the next big man to win the Battle Royal will be Braun Strowman, I'm okay with that.
That's fine. Put Braun
Put Braun in there, but then you have Eric Rowan, you have Luke Harper, and you have Bray Wyatt. They don't need to be in the Battle Royal. Bray Wyatt does not need to be there. Give them a 6-man where they actually freaking win.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt, in my opinion, should be a singles wrestler. He should not have to team with his lackeys. The lackeys should be the team.
If they put him in the United States title, if they have that, something like that, I'd like to see him walk out with the title.
It wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother me either.
He's got the whole world.
Yeah.
The U.S. title. U.S. title. He's got the U.S. in his hands. There you go.
Yeah. Start with the U.S. and control the world.
Exactly.
But maybe some more things will happen out of this Monday. Maybe there'll be some more questions answered. But right now,
That's true, because going into this past Monday...
We know 4 matches.
This past Monday, we were kind of confused. Okay, where are we going with all this? And then, boom, we got answers right away at the beginning of the show.
Yep.
Because they were saying the rumor was that Christmas was coming early for all the marks out there. Well, Christmas did come early.
Because we knew at Fastlane who was facing Hunter. So that was taken care of. That's off the list. Shoot. We got Shane and Undertaker. That's Undertaker's match, so that takes it off the list. We got
Brock
and Ambrose. That takes them two off the list. We know the Andre the Giant Battle Royal was there. We still don't know because Owens was not on Raw at all. So he's facing AJ. Like I said, Jericho be just tricking AJ and turn him, and we'll get a singles match between them.
I hope it's
and there'll be nobody else. I like your Fatal 4-Way.
I think it'd be better.
Dolph needs to beat Owens in a non-title match.
Yep.
And then throw those, you got AJ and them, throw the other ones in there. Jericho's the longest Intercontinental Champion. There he goes there.
And Jericho's been beat by AJ, so hey, look,
yeah.
I have a right to go towards this. And it would not bother me a bit, and I think it would be a good spot to start, is have AJ win the Intercontinental Championship in the Fatal 4-Way. He doesn't have to pin Kevin Owens.
Nope.
He could pin Jericho again. We already know he could beat Jericho. He doesn't need to beat Dolph either.
Nope.
Because then you've got two matches off of that right there. AJ can then feud with Dolph, or he could feud with Kevin Owens. He could end one feud with one of them and go on to the next. Because Jericho's pretty much done after WrestleMania. He always is.
Yeah, he's going to take a little while.
Right. So let AJ and Dolph, I mean, they would tear the house down.
Yeah.
And then Jericho and Kevin Owens. AJ and Kevin Owens. But yeah, AJ is the champion at WrestleMania. That would be, because he said, I don't know if you watched the Michael Cole interview, but he said in his interview, and I'm surprised they let him say this, but he said, I've been in video games already, which is a TNA video game. I've had an action figure already, TNA action figure. I've traveled the world already. I've been in Japan.
Yeah.
He said, the only thing left I've got to do is have a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, and they're talking about that.
Boom! They have done well with pushing Jericho. I was shocked.
Not Jericho, 8 Styles.
So I keep saying Jericho.
I know, they're so much alike.
They are.
But,
AJ said the same thing.
So either if they're going for the titles, then the turn will happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah, so they go, yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think there's any follow-up for that because Jericho will end up leaving.
Unless he leaves after the next pay-per-view.
Yes, that's true too.
So. But it's going to be interesting. Well, like I said, the next 4 weeks.
But I don't think they go after the tag team titles at WrestleMania because they're New Day's investing way too much time making fun of League of Nations.
Yes, they're making too much fun of League of Nations, but Jericho and them got a win over the tag team champions, so maybe this Monday. Maybe Monday on Raw, they have their title shot and Jericho does it then.
There you go.
Because he's already saved AJ once and took a good shiner. I mean, they took it from Kofi.
But let's have Jericho take the pinfall and lose for his tag team, and then afterwards he attacks AJ because AJ didn't save him.
Could be.
See there?
He pushed AJ out of the way, took the hit, but they still won the match. AJ got the pin. But yeah, it needs to be something, and it needs to happen quickly. We don't need to wait till the week before.
Oh, I hate the week before stuff.
I want the week before. I want every match to be settled.
I loved back in the day when WrestleMania, they already knew all the matches at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they were pretty much set up.
I mean, it was already. I mean, either that or the matches were that was the start, and you could tell if you look back at that Royal Rumble, you could tell, oh, that's where they were going with that. That's who, and they were putting those two people together or whatever. That's the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, because Hogan and Warrior, they were both in the Royal Rumble. Hogan threw out Warrior with a few other people, but he threw out Warrior. Yeah, that started their button heads and everything. So, I mean, that's where it should start.
Yep.
But they've got away from that. But maybe next week when we talk about it on part 1, we're gonna move it to part 1 because part 3 we're gonna talk about something else in part 3.
Of course.
But maybe we'll have more matches set up after this Raw and SmackDown. So.
I hope so.
Well, that is it for Let's Talk About That this week on episode 93. Come on back to part 4, the list
that does not miss.
And we talk about 15 predictions, the top 15 predictions of WWE will look like in 2020, folks.
We're on number 13 now.
Or number 13, we're going to talk about the next set of 8 men who were in the March Macho Madness tournament.
Triple M.
The Hall of Fame again. Who should be, not be, and might be.
Exactly.
And also number 1 with the shocking firings that no one saw coming for WWE. It's going to be a very shocking number 1. Let's come on back to part 4 right here at Top Row Radio on episode 93. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a cat.
We'll see you in a few clicks. Is that your click button?
Click.
New Sean. Jeez, New Sean!
We got a new shit!